Greetings, my fine fanatic friends. I'm Mega Fan, and welcome to Fan Savvy Reacts. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I felt like trying something a little different, so I wanted to give reaction videos a try. And I figured, what better way to start off with Death Battle's 100th episode, Optimus Prime versus Gundam. Two of my favorite franchises going head-to-head with each other. I'm voting for Optimus Prime, but Gundam definitely has some good stats, in my opinion. So, oh, excuse me. Okay, thank God. So, anyways, let's get started, shall we? Click.
Check out 23
No, sorry. Click.
and Me, a DNA testing service that can offer insight into your ancestry, health, wellness, and traits. The 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service includes reports on how your DNA can influence your weight, sleep quality, sense of taste, and more. It's super easy to do. You just spit into the tube and mail it back to their lab to be analyzed. I learned a lot about my family tree, and I'm probably a little lactose intolerant. Order your 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service Kit at 23andme.com/deathbattle. That's the number 23andme.com/deathbattle.
I still don't know how I should feel about people collecting my spit. That's just me.
Across this vast world of different nations with different people, it is the clash of opinions which truly divides us. However, there is one universal truth, which absolutely everyone can agree
Ooh,
on.
what's this?
Giant robots are freaking awesome!
Yes, they are.
Optimus Prime, the original G1 Transformer.
And the RX-78-2, the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
Classic.
These aren't just any robots, they're the old school classics, the first of their kind, and we're in for a robo battle of East versus West.
Oh,
Well,
of course
Optimus
it is.
was originally a Japanese toy.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, let's do this. Oh my God.
Millions of years ago, on a distant planet called Cybertron, a great unrest grew between two factions of robotic beings, the Decepticons and the Autobots. With little warning, they found themselves entangled in civil war.
Led by that douchebag Megatron, the Decepticons started gunning down any bot they pleased for basically no reason, including some guy named Orion Pax, which will be important later. Rest in peace, Robro.
What Megatron didn't know was that this seemingly random encounter would end up reshaping the universe.
Thanks to a robot Gandalf, Orion Pax was rebuilt into something bigger, stronger, and way more recognizable.
Yes.
The newest commander of the Autobots had risen, Optimus Prime.
The Autobots will never sacrifice.
That's
freedom.
goddamn Optimus Prime to
is
you.
a powerful warrior with tons of awesome robo powers.
As a transformer, he can scan nearby objects and morph his body to resemble one, becoming a robot in
9
disguise.
million. Goddamn.
His favorite is a classic 1979 Kenworth
26 days
K100
for the
tractor.
franchise.
An oldie but a goodie which sports 500 horsepower and can book it over 80 miles per hour. He even gets a trailer which, when he doesn't need it, mysteriously disappears into thin air. No, really, where the hell does that thing go? I need to know.
More importantly, the life force of every Transformer resides in their spark, sort of like a soul. And Optimus is no different, except that his spark gives him a few unique abilities.
Yeah, his spark's pretty rare. Compared to other robo people, it gives him increased strength, speed, and durability. He can shoot laser beams from his hands, fly with either a jetpack or his feet boosters, and move his limbs around while they're detached like some sort of ghost robot Rayman. Ooh!
That's weird.
Optimus is referred to as a 0.1%er. That is how rare a being of his caliber is.
Is that what all those people on Wall Street were protesting?
Even then, many of Optimus's abilities are further enhanced thanks to his possession of one of the most powerful artifacts in Cybertron's history, the Matrix of Leadership.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's nothing much. It's just a piece of robot god.
The Matrix is a conduit for the power of Primus, the creator of the Transformer race. With this, Optimus can heal some of his most grievous wounds.
What? Not all the time. Like, you know, when he died.
And use the power of the Matrix to light our darkest hour.
Well, he has an impressive arsenal to hopefully keep that particular problem from coming up again.
Yeah, never again. Regardless,
Shit.
he wields the Ion Blaster, a giant death cannon which Prime one-hands like a boss. This big old rifle fires bolts of energy strong enough to take down most Decepticons, and can even be fired into space from ground level. Even better, it never seems to run out of ammo. One can only dream.
It's a
Optimus
laser.
Prime also carries numerous weapons composed of energon, a raw energy force used by Transformers to power their technology and, well, themselves.
He's got a glowy Energon axe and Energon swords, perfect for slicing up robots of all sizes. And I guess they'd probably work pretty good on people too.
Fighting
think so.
fire with fire, Optimus Prime led the fight against the Decepticons for several millennia. Eventually, the war even found its way to our own Earth.
But we've got nothing to worry about with Optimus protecting the planet. He's tanked blasts that would tear other bots apart, like when this mega refinery exploded. It could be seen from outer space.
Damn.
He's punched the ground so hard, the trees around him freaking exploded.
Child's play, Boomstick. He's strong enough to tip this large oil tanker, which, when compared to the real-life sea-wise giant, must weigh over 700,000 tons.
Oh, he threw it
He's
too.
tossed a satellite into orbit and punched hard enough to crack Six Shot's chest plate.
Who boasted that his armor was drawn from the compacted subatomic matter of a collapsed star. Just to let you know, such a star would have a density of over 300 billion tons per cubic inch. While great density doesn't necessarily beget great toughness, this still means Six Shot's armor was 500 billion times more dense than osmium, the most dense natural material on Earth.
You're the most dense natural material on Earth.
Remember that
What'd
one.
you say?
And our robo-commander wrecked it. He's fast enough to catch up to this Decepticon space shuttle in just 23 seconds.
Given the size of the Earth here and the angle of ascent, we can determine he's moving around 125,000 miles per hour. He's also a talented leader, capable of commanding 1,000 battles at the same time via the Omniglobe.
Like Skynet, but in a giant disco ball. He's used that crazy strength of his to punch through Megatron, who once tanked an explosion big enough to knock Cybertron out of orbit. And thanks to the weird robo-magic of the Matrix, he's even defeated Unicorn,
Unicron.
who's basically a giant robot Satan who eats planets. This guy is
That's,
unstoppable.
yeah.
Not necessarily. Optimus is certainly powerful, but after all is said and done, he has one major weakness.
To violate that law would destroy our honor.
He's just too nice.
Yeah, he's kinda all about the whole honor and fair fighting thing, which kinda screwed him over more than once, and even gotten him killed multiple times. Plus, he killed himself once just because he accidentally broke the rules in a frickin' game.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
when his back is to the wall and all hell's breaking loose, he'll fight to the end, riding the eye of the storm.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
In the year 2179, humanity has embraced the stars.
Well, mostly.
Right. After a somewhat united humanity expanded across the solar system, the ideologies between those on Earth and those in space began to drift apart. A new space-noid republic, the Principality of Xeon, arose to
I
challenge the Earth Federation.
Space Noid? That like the Domino's pizza mascot, but in space?
No, more like
Oh, God,
space
those-
Nazis.
Wow, I never thought of it like that.
Oh, well, I guess it's no surprise that they started a war by gassing a populated space colony and dropping the whole thing on the planet.
Jesus.
Man, that's messed up. But that's just how it started. For the real star of the show, some smart guys put their heads together and came up with the coolest thing they could think of. Giant fighting robots!
Yeah.
These were mobile suits, and one of Earth's nuttier engineers had developed a suit which would put all others to shame. This was the RX-78-2, otherwise known as the Gundam.
My man. My
There
man.
have been lots of mobile suits named Gundam, but this was the original granddaddy of them all.
This experimental mobile suit was
Happy
hidden
Hour's
on
my
a
favorite.
remote colony. But before its maiden voyage with the equally classified white base could begin, it was caught in a surprise Xeon attack.
With just 2 Zaku suits, the space Nazis wiped out almost all of the White Base's military crew. The only people left to save these secret projects were civilians, who had no idea these things even existed.
Among those who rose up was a young boy named Amuro Ray. Brilliant, albeit standoffish, Amuro was actually the son of the Gundam's chief engineer, and had already stumbled upon the mech's coded blueprints.
So he grabbed the owner's manual, jumped in the Gundam, and flew into the fight. Damn, not too shabby for going off just the manual.
Amuro quickly adapted to its complex controls thanks to its learning computer system, designed so the Gundam itself can learn its pilot's limitations and compensate.
Its body is made of a super durable Luna titanium alloy called Gundarium. Of course.
Yet another fictional metal that's way better than anything in real life.
For weapons, it's got twin 60mm Vulcan guns for ears. It's got a shield that can block shots strong enough to take down warships, and a gravity hammer, a supersized flail that's rocket propelled. Whoever came up with that is my goddamn hero. Same with the guy who built the ultra-destructive beam rifle.
Oh, stupid ads.
Lucky you were here, George.
Look out for when a reporting this next topic is aired.
Breaking the moment.
That would be the ingenious Dr. Minovsky. Thanks to him, the beam rifle is a marvelous feat of weapons engineering. Minovsky had developed a way to miniaturize the enormous megaparticle cannons found on warships without losing any power.
The result is a Gundam-sized rifle that can take down entire fleets of ships all on its own. It's like having a pistol with all the power of 1,000 tanks.
Yeah.
A single shot could easily tear through a 13,000-ton Musai-class warship. Given the official stats of this ship, to tear it asunder like so would require a strike worth nearly 9,000 tons of TNT.
Sure, the beam rifle only has 16 shots, but who really cares when you just need one?
Last but not least, the Gundam carries two retractable beam sabers.
Cause you can't have space battles without royalty-free lightsabers.
Yeah.
But all these amazing weapons would be useless without an exceptional pilot. Despite still technically being a civilian, Amuro became the main pilot for the Gundam. Turns out, his skill was mostly thanks to his previously unknown abilities. Amuro was a new type.
Like, Pokemon?
See, apparently humankind was never meant to live under gravity's pull. In space, without it literally weighing down their souls, some humans develop psychic powers.
That is the dumbest backstory for why someone gets powers. And we've heard a lot of them, Wiz.
Yes.
So what, he can like read minds or something?
Sort of. These powers
It
and their
gets weird.
capabilities have little definition, often differing between different people. Most new types can instantly understand each other upon contact, even drawing kinship between sworn enemies. Amuro's abilities in particular grant him something akin to precognition.
Wait,
He can
go
predict
back.
exactly what will happen. His powers and
Can increase beam saber size. If it lasts for more than 4 hours, please consult Dr. Minovsky. Oh, I love it when they put these little things in there.
their capabilities have little definition, often differing between different people. Most new types can instantly understand each other upon contact, even drawing kinship between sworn enemies. Amuro's abilities in particular grant him something akin to precognition. He can predict exactly what will happen on the battlefield and where his enemies will be, and can capitalize on it if he reacts fast enough.
We all need
How
that.
could he possibly predict I'd attack from the other side?
He shot down targets too fast for the eye to see, and navigated his friends through a collapsing fortress with no casualties. By the end of the war, his own reflexes were pushing the limits of the Gundam itself.
A magnetic coating was added to the Gundam to compensate, reducing the suit's friction and increasing its speed by 27%.
Over 14 years of military service, Amuro became a legendary pilot. He even learned how to use these super fast funnel guns with his psycho powers.
Speaking of speed, the Gundam is comparable to the red Zaku piloted by Amuro's rival Char.
Oh, yeah.
Which is 3
My boy.
times faster than the standard green model.
During the first large-scale battle with mobile suits, a Zaku flew through the battlefield in 7 seconds.
By comparing the 1,072-foot-long Magellan-class starships in the distance, we can tell the Zaku flew over 7 miles. This puts the standard Zaku's top speed just under Mach 5. When tripled to compare to Char, this means the Gundam can move at least 11,000 miles per hour, 15 times the speed of sound. Highballing it with Amuro's new type powers and magnetic coating, it's possible the Gundam can move as fast as Mach 25. though anything over that would put it dangerously close to re-entry speeds, which its chassis cannot survive on its own.
The Gundam is strong enough to lift and throw this goofy mobile suit, and tough enough to power through a magnetic field that's 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit. It survived plenty of really big explosions, including a detonating asteroid and a nuclear blast which wrecked Amuro's home colony. I bet it could wipe out the space Nazis all on its own.
It nearly did. Amuro and his Gundam were instrumental to the war effort. It doesn't matter how much the Gundam was burned. It would always stand up, dispel the fear, and fly.
Die, space Nazis! Hell yeah!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, let me transform your eating habits.
How about no? Okay, I'm still leaning towards Optimus. The Gundam's good, though it's a little hard to tell or get a good idea of which one is better. For the Gundam, it all depends on Amuro, pretty much. So I don't know if they'll factor that in, but we shall see. And click.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, come on, give me something good. Alright, starting off good.
Amuro, come in! Where are you?
I'm checking something out, Sayla. It's more than meets the eye.
Get your butt back to White Base. If there's trouble, we can't send backup.
I love the 3D animation they got. Yeah, get him! Get him!
It's an enemy mobile suit.
I told you! I told you!
I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
That's too fast.
Come on. Ooh, kneecap. I hope this song isn't copyright.
Vile Decepticon, I have been in battle for countless eons.
Oh yeah, he does have battle experience. Come on! Oh, right in the gut.
Not today.
Damn!
Only one shot left.
Not the ship! Oh, crashing into orbit!
I hate gravity.
That was my favorite gun, you bitch! Yeah! Yeah! Come on! Kick his ass! Kick his ass! Oh, the tire too! Yes! Oh. No.
Stop that.
No.
I'm just bad.
I must stand, so you shall fall.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, my boy Optimus. Yeah!
He's got the touch! He's got the
Power!
The Gundam was an impressive machine, and Amuro was a skilled pilot, but Optimus's millions of years of battle experience completely overshadowed Amuro's 14. Also, we already know that Optimus was over 6 times faster and 9,000 times stronger.
Holy hell! Who knew Optimus was so freaking buff? But the Gundam
Yeah.
held plenty of its own advantages. With Amuro's super future sense powers, he could keep up with Optimus's speed. And with the Gundam's firepower, who cares how much it could lift?
Unfortunately, the Gundam's limited ammunition meant this couldn't last. And even then, Optimus could certainly survive a shot from the beam rifle.
Remember that refinery explosion Optimus survived? The one you could see from outer space?
This blast left an enormous gash on the planet Cybertron. To measure the power of this explosion, we needed to compare it to the curve of the planet. Now, Cybertron's size is pretty inconsistent throughout G1 Transformers history, but even when using the alternating sizes between the cartoon and the comics, the blast is far more destructive than the beam rifle in both cases.
And Optimus just walked right out of that bitch. And this isn't some weird outlier just out of the comics either. In the cartoon, Megatron survived a blast that pushed Cybertron out of orbit.
Oh.
And he's pretty comparable to Optimus.
To be fair, the Gundam boasted some impressive durability feats too.
Like when Amuro accidentally blew up a Zaku's nuclear reactor right in his own face. Hey, give him a break. It was his first time.
This explosion created a hole in the space colony which sucked out Amuro's father.
Whoops. On the bright side,
Sorry,
you
Daddy.
could've saved some money on Father's Day gifts, right?
And with his heightened mind, we deduced the scope of the explosion.
It's over 150,000 kilotons of TNT. That's 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb that dropped on Hiroshima, but still nowhere close to the refinery explosion Optimus survived.
Also, the Gundam couldn't dodge Optimus's ion blaster forever. It was fast enough to strike targets in orbit from ground level. That puts its laser speed over 3 million miles per hour.
Even when he knew it was coming, Amuro couldn't react quick enough to dodge or block anything that fast. And even then, Optimus's time in the Omni-Globe proves he can think way faster than Amuro.
And just to blow your mind even more, in order to obliterate Unicron with the Matrix, the energy output must have equaled more than 40 yotatons of TNT.
Like the Star Wars guy.
That's
And
a
you
lot.
know what they say?
I don't even know how much that
Size
is.
matters not, especially when Optimus has defeated opponents as big as Devastator.
The Gundam was a powerful mobile suit with some astonishing firepower, but was ultimately outmatched by the Autobot's strength, speed, durability, and experience.
I'd say Optimus was primed for this fight.
Yeah.
The winner is Optimus Prime.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see the exclusive commentary on this episode, just click that little box over there. And if you want the battle music for yourself, click the link down below and you can get it off of iTunes. See you in the next one.
All right, what we got next? Come on, give me something. First ever live action? Ooh, Nightwing versus Daredevil? This is gonna be cool. All right, that was awesome. And congrats to my boy Optimus, Mr. OP. Oh, had a good time with this. I did. I really did. So, as usual, thank you for watching. And feel free to leave a comment as to what you want me to react to in the future episodes and all that. Honestly, I would like to start doing anime reaction videos, especially for the new JoJo coming out. And if anyone out there can give me some advice, like concrete advice, as to how to avoid getting my videos blocked because they're up there, it would be appreciated. I mean, I know there's like dimming the video or chopping it up in pieces or something like that, but I need something definite if I want that to work. So, if you know, leave it in the comment below, and we'll see what happens. So, anyways, until the next episode, this is MegaFan reminding you to stay savvy. See ya!